We have got to get you past the pain of your past. And the reason why is because if you're constantly dealing with pain, if you're constantly trying to reconcile the past, if you're constantly asking questions about how you turned out the way that you did or why somebody did something to you, then the less you're fulfilling your sacred obligation. You have a sacred duty. You have a sacred obligation to yourself and to this world. You have to pay the price for being a member of the biggest fraternity of all time, humanity. You have a place in this world. You're an asset, and that sacred duty is this: to maximize all that you are and all that you can do for a purpose greater than yourself. That is my definition of success. Maximize all that you are as a person, all that you can do in terms of your gifts, talents, abilities, experience, etc. Do those two things for a purpose greater than yourself, which means what? To serve humanity. I don't care if it's 5 humanity or 5 million humanity. You don't have to get on YouTube and do crap like this. It could be just your family, just the people in your circle of influence. Either way, the only thing that matters is that you fulfill your sacred duty in this world. And what keeps you from it? What keeps you from it, man, is the pain of the past. What keeps you from it is your insecurities, your defense mechanisms, all of the things that have happened to you that have shaped the way that you are. Well, how does one get over it? I just did a video called Payback about the best way to get over the past. And I'm going to give you an illustration that I think will make the point even more. And it's the concept of restoration or restitution. In other words, to restore something back to its original form. Now, that's hard to do when it comes with us, but we can create some semblance of it, at least enough to get you out of where you are and back to where you need to be. Imagine someone breaks into your house. They steal everything that you have. 3 months later, after you've had to replace a lot of your goods, get another car, whatever you had to do to make life work during those 3 months. What if 3 months later, this guy is caught? He gets arrested, goes to trial, goes to jail, has to do some time. But all of your stuff was pawned off. You don't get anything back. Is that pain gone? Are you able to forgive? Hell no. Why? Because you're still out your stuff. Nothing has been restored. Now imagine it this way. The thief breaks in, steals everything you have. 3 months later, he's caught. He gets arrested. He goes to trial. He serves time. But all of your items get recovered, and he is put to forced labor to pay you back for every cost that you had during that 3 months when you were out your stuff, plus 25% more just for good measure. Now is the pain gone? Now are you able to let it go? Yes. Why? Because it's more than just him going to jail. You needed restoration. You needed restitution. The past is all about that. If it still lingers, it's because of, again, that sense of injustice. Nobody made it up to you. The thief never paid you back and then some. So what do you do then? You end up spending all of your life mulling over what happened to you and letting it hold you back. You use it as a reason to keep yourself in the hospital, so to speak. You're in the hospital, which means you're not at your post. You're not fulfilling your sacred duty or your sacred obligation to yourself and to this world, but you're not happy. You're not at peace. You're not feeling the abundance of life. You're not prospering. You're not increasing. You're not building the life you want. You're not achieving the goals you've always dreamed of. You're in terrible condition, physically, psychologically, emotionally. What do? You're going to have to restore it to yourself, which again means you got to live that life you would have lived had nothing bad ever happened to you. You have to find the reason now, and the reason is restoration. You have to restore to yourself what was taken from you. You have to think about it this way, man. Remember that if you spend your time worrying about this stuff, if you spend your time just constantly going over the past, it's like rewarding those who hurt you, right? Feeling sorry for yourself is like rewarding the people who hurt you. And you don't want to do that. You want to get past that. So justice means restoration. Restoration is restitution. You have to pay yourself back by going ahead and achieving goals and start to put together the life you would have lived had nothing bad ever happen to you. You can do it because you have all of the personal power, all of the ability, the principles and resources are out there. How much information is online that you could have access to? Principles to start creating the financial life you want, to go after the career that you want, to be in the kind of relationship that you want to be in, to be in the kind of physical health that you need to be in. All of these things are available. The wisdom, the knowledge, the resources, they're all available. All that has to change is something up here. What you believe about yourself, how you interpret the past, and how busy you get restoring to yourself that which was taken from you. It's your sacred duty. You still have an obligation to yourself to become all that you are and all that you can do. Can you dig it? I hope you can. This is CJ the Metal Motivator. And remember, in whatever you do, don't suck metal up.